Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it is 7 o'clock on Saturday, which is day one of the Biannual Bibliothon readathon. I woke up, I ran to the toilet because I was burst to the toilet, and then I came back and I was like, well, I'm awake now, so I might do some reading. I might doze off again if I'm honest, because I went to bed at 11:30 and now I'm up. So, and I was planning on starting book number 1 of the Biannual Bibliothon at midnight, but I was knackered and I literally, my head hit the pillow at 11:30 last night, so that happened. So the first book that I'm going to start this readathon with is Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. So this is the first book that I decided to read, and this is like one of the, I think it's the last challenge. So I'm going to start with this, and then when I finish this I'll be going on to the Wicked Deep, which is the group book read, because I feel like the group book read is quite a priority as well, but I want to also read one of my books, and the Wicked Deep I've got as an ebook, so I was thinking I'll read this first and then the Wicked Deep. So Wimbledon is on today. It's the women's final and also the Djokovic and Nadal match that they didn't get to finish yesterday will be continued today. So it's going to be a Wimbledon packed day, but I'm going to be reading in between. I can do it. So I'm going to start with this book now and see how I go for the Wimbledon. Wimbledon doesn't start until like 1:15 or something silly like that, or 1:30. So who knows how it goes, but I'm going to start by reading this book now. Okay, so it's nearing the end of day 1 of the Biannual Bibliothon, and in total I can tell you that I have read up to page 75 of Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. I was watching the Wimbledon today. There were 2 matches that were on, Djokovic versus Nadal, and then there was the women's finals, and after that I played a bit of a video game, and then I stopped playing that, and then I did some yoga because I felt like I had really pent up energy. I hadn't gone for a walk today, so I did yoga for just under an hour. Now I'm feeling a bit better. I'm feeling quite tired though, and I think that's just because I was up really early this morning awake. So I'm just going to read until I fall asleep, and then I'll be ready for day 2. But all in all, I'm feeling pretty good considering I've read 75 pages so far. So I'm going to see how well I do, and then I'll update you guys on day 2 in the morning on what I managed to read before I fell asleep. Hey guys, it's day 2 of the Biannual Bibliothon, and it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 10:30 at the moment, and I'm awake. I didn't actually settle down to sleep until about 5 o'clock this morning. I was kind of like dozing but kind of not whilst listening to the audiobook of Illuminate. I remember most of it, and I remember listening to the end. So what I'm doing is I'm just flicking through really quickly the rest of the Kindle. I'm 72%, but I'm flicking through it very, very quickly because I've got to the point where I can remember stuff, so I'm just going like, know that, no, don't remember that, because there were like minutes where I was falling asleep, so I'm going to be finishing that off. So that's not towards any challenge, but you know, a readathon is a readathon, you're reading books, so I'm going to include it in the readathon as something that I've completed. I then read some more of Listen to Your Heart last night. I got to page 118, which is chapter 14, so I'm like this far through, and I'm actually really, really enjoying this book so far. I love Casey West's writing, and yeah, I love her books so much. So I'm going to be reading some more of that today. So the plans for today is I'm going to get up and get dressed. I'm then going to get some reading done, and then I'm going to leave my flat at about 1 o'clock, or maybe just before, to get to Ben's. And the Wimbledon is on today at 2 p.m, but I said that I'd be there early just to sort of settle in. I said that I'm more than happy to watch their Weimaraner puppy. She's the size of a dog, but she's a puppy inside, and she's wild. So I said I'm more happy to look after her because she does eventually settle. So I'll be watching her whilst watching the Wimbledon when it starts at 2. Ben should come home from work at 2:30. He says the World Cup starts at 4, so I'm not sure like how we're gonna do it that way. He might be watching it in his shack. I might be watching the Wimbledon in the lounge. Who knows? Worst comes to worst, I can watch the Wimbledon on my phone sat outside. Like, that's not a problem and not the end of the world. So that's all that's going on today. I'm obviously going to be reading in between that, and also seeing Ben as well. So it's not going to be all about tennis. Like, obviously I want to see Ben as well. So yeah. And Listen to Your Heart is going to be the book that I'm going to be reading from. I'm just literally going to finish the rest of Lumine and then I'll get dressed. And then when I get dressed and ready, Listen to Your Heart until 1 PM, and then I will leave because I've only got to literally just pack some clothes to wear for tomorrow. I just need like a t-shirt and shorts or something just to wear home for Ben's. So yeah, that's all for today for the Biannual Bibliothon plan. And I probably won't be able to vlog so much. I might like vlog a little bit of me whilst I'm at Ben's, but that will have to be on my phone. So yeah, that's all really for me. I will speak to you guys tomorrow. I'm at Ben's and I am puppy sitting. Hey Lola! Lola! Say hi! She's a Weimaraner. She's actually a puppy, believe it or not, and she's like the size of a dog. She's huge. So Ben's mum has gone out to get some food shopping. She said she's going to be an hour. Ben should be back near towards 3. He's going to get some fish and chips. I said to get me some fish cake and chips. I'm trying to eat as less as possible. I've had like 1 chocolate bar since I've been here, which is terrible because they always have the Cadbury Twirls around here, and there was just one waiting in the fridge, so I had it with a cup of tea. Since it's terrible, it's bad, it's naughty, I couldn't restrain myself because it's a Cadbury's twirl. So I'm going to sit down and read some of Listen to Your Heart by Casey West just before the Wimbledon starts, and I'm probably going to be reading between the Wimbledon as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a start. I also managed to finish Lumine before I left to come here, so I'm now 1 book behind my goal on Goodreads, which is good because I was like 7 originally, so I've managed to catch up in the 2 weeks that I've had off of work, which is all good considering because I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing. I have been proactive as well. So I feel really proud of myself. I'm really enjoying this book, so I'm going to dive into it now, so I will let you guys know what I think about it. Hey guys, so it's day 3 of the Biannual Bibliothon. It's Monday and I've not long come home from Ben's. My stomach isn't really great today, so I'm in the house. I've had some Buscopan. Yeah, I'm really not feeling great today. I think it's the heat that has really got to me. I've got a rehearsal this evening, so I'm hoping that my stomach is going to go really well during the rehearsal. I will be so bummed if I'm unwell for the rehearsal, but I'm going to try my best and just go there. We've literally got this week and then show is next week, so we've literally got, I think, today's rehearsal, Wednesday's rehearsal, then we've got a rehearsal on Friday, set building on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday we've got a rehearsal in the evening, and then Monday is the last rehearsal that we've got. So there's only a few rehearsals left, guys, but I'm really excited. I'm really enjoying it. so I'm hoping I'm going to be feeling a lot better later. Maybe I just need a little bit of sleep as well. Anyway, so with that out of the way, yesterday on day number 2 I managed to read only just a couple of chapters of Listen to Your Heart because the Wimbledon men's finals was on and I watched it religiously. So I watched that, and then unexpectedly had to go to hospital with Ben for his step grandmother. She was on her own in the hospital, so we just sat with her for a couple of hours whilst her son was just going home to have a shower and get some bits and pieces. So then he came and then we went home. So that's that. So really in the evening I don't want to say that I made Ben watch 13 Reasons Why, but I just sort of was like, well, there's always 13 reasons to watch. So we then watched an episode of that. We were going to watch a second episode, but then we ended up going to bed and falling asleep near enough straight away, if I'm honest. So we were obviously that tired. I mean, I was up since, well, I woke up, well, I didn't go to sleep until 5 o'clock yesterday, so that's the thing. So I only really had like 5 hours sleep, so I was behind by at least 3 hours. I'm still feeling kind of tired today, but I don't know if that's because of the heat. The heat really is not helping my mood at the moment. It's really not helping my eczema, and my hay fever has been, it's been a joke today. Yesterday it was really bad. I had a hay fever tablet, I had some creams, and my arm, where you can see some eczema here in the middle of my arm, it was red raw and very red yesterday. Luckily Ben has some hydrocortisone cream where I forgot mine, and it's gone down a little bit, so it's not so red, but you can still see it's a bit there. So I've just come home and I've put my own cream on it. I've had eczema since I was a very young kid, so I've pretty much had it my whole life, and in the summer it's the worst because, you know, sweat. So I've got some eczema on the back of my neck where it sweats on my neck, and both arms, and I've got some on my leg, got some on my chest as well. I normally get some on my neck as well. It's really not great. So anyway, back to the reading. So whilst my stomach's not great, and until the rehearsal tonight, I'm just literally going to edit and upload my weekly reading vlog from last week. And then whilst that uploads, I'm going to be reading more of this. So I'm on chapter 17, which is page 147. I'm really enjoying this book so far. It's definitely a summer read. I think I'm literally just behind the halfway mark of this book, but I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely the perfect summer read, so it would be good if I could actually get this wording completed before my rehearsal, but I'm a very slow reader, so it seems very unlikely, but I'm literally just going to be reading that for today. But I will update you if anything else different happens. So I'm going to leave you for now, just so I can get my video sorted, and I'll see you guys soon. Well, hello guys, today is day 4 of the Biannual Bibliothon, and I will just let you know quickly what I managed to do yesterday. So I went off to my rehearsal. I didn't get a lot of reading done during the day, but then after my rehearsal, when I got all my essentials from my nans and came back in, packed it all away, I settled down and started reading again. So I'm now on chapter 23, page 197 of Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. I'm past the halfway mark. I'm so excited. I've got like 127 pages left, which is awesome. I can easily fly through this. I've struggled these past few days to find the time to sit down and actually read, because there's been like other life priorities. One on Sunday was the fact that I had to go to Ben's and puppy sit, and the other priorities on Saturday and Sunday was the Wimbledon, so that took a lot of time. And then yesterday I came back here quite late, and then I had to sew my t-shirt, and then I went to my rehearsal, so there were like blockages in the way. However, today is like a freedom day. Ben, I believe, is at work today. He's got a late shift, I think. He's working 2 till 8. I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he works like 6 hours. So 2 to 8 he is working, and I'm obviously here. I don't go back until Friday. However, part of me feels like I should go back Thursday, if that makes sense. Or yeah, because my sick note run up to Wednesday, so I feel like I should have picked up a shift on Thursday. So I don't know. But the readathon doesn't finish till Friday, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So today's plans is to read more of this Very Beauty here. As I pass the halfway mark, it feels like I have achieved something. And it's so easy to read this book. I love Casey West's writing and her books. Like, she really fulfills me. It's like she writes books for me, and there are like 2 or 3 other books of hers that I haven't read yet. I can tell you what ones they are actually. There's one that's By Your Side, Lucky in Love, and I think it's Love, Life and the List. Oh, and there's also P.S. I Like You, which I don't think I've read either. So there's actually 4. P.S. I Like You, there's a list in the book here of like books that she's written. P.S. I Like You, By Your Side, like, so basically the last 4 books on this list I haven't read by her. So I've read Pivot Points, Split Second, The Distance Between Us, On the Fence, and The Fill-In Boyfriend. And now Listen to Your Heart. So yeah, I'm definitely wanting to read those other 4 books. I might actually add them onto my July TBR so that I can just read them all and love them all. But anyway guys, that's the plan for today. So no plans. I know that I said to myself probably about 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. maybe after dinner or something like that, to play some of the DLC of The Last of Us. So I got a little bit on the obsessed side of the game. I ended up nearly starting it again, and a friend of mine was like, have you played the DLC? If not, then you should. So now I've got an urge to play it. So I might break up my day by doing a hell of a lot of reading and then a little bit of gaming. So that might happen. But all I know is I just want to lay down right now, get a load of reading done, then I will go have a shower and get ready for the day, and then I'll get more reading done. It's the plan. But I've got my mocha here waiting for me, so I'm going to go off and get some reading done now. So I will see you guys soon. So it's 20 past 1 at the moment, and about 20 or so minutes ago I just literally finished Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. I wanted to finish this before I actually jumped in the shower, as I have no plans to leave the house today. So finished it, and I just typed up my review on my blog, and I'm feeling really good. I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I really enjoyed it, so I'm happy that I managed to finish 1 book for the Biannual Bibliothon. And yeah, I totally recommend this book if you really like really cute fluffy contemporaries. I feel like this was a really good summer read as well, and it just sort of like filled a void. And yeah, I love Casey West and her books, and yet another 5-star read. I've yet to find one of her books but I don't give her 5 stars, and it just tempts me more to read the books that I haven't read by her, which I've got 4 that I haven't read yet that I'm thinking of plonking onto next month's TBR and reading and diving into them. But yeah, totally recommend this book and really enjoyed it. So the next book that I'm going to be reading for the Biannual Bibliothon is the group read, which is The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw. I love the cover to this book. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I know that the hardback or the paperback is a lot more pretty, but yeah, I'm really intrigued about this. I haven't really actually read the synopsis of this book yet. Is it a long book? It doesn't seem like a very long book, so it might not take me long to read it, but I'm going to begin that. I'm going to literally jump into the shower, get some lunch, and then I'm going to start this baby and we'll go from there. So I'll see you soon. Hey guys, so today is day 5 of the Biannual Bibliothon. There's only literally Wednesday, Thursday and then Friday left of this readathon. So 3 days left, and the 3rd day I return back to work, so there's pretty much going to be no reading then. So I've literally just got these 2 days now, and the only thing that I've got happening today, like production wise, is I've got a phone call at 1 o'clock, which is a 45-minute long approximately phone call, and then I've got my rehearsal this evening for the show that I'm in. So other than that, let's say from like 2 o'clock to 20 past 7 I've got free time, so that's when I'm going to mainly focus on reading. It's currently 11:30, so I've got an hour and a half until then, so I might put some more reading into it. But yesterday I managed to finish Listen to Your Heart, and then I started The Wicked Deep. I'm currently 39% through at the moment, so it's really good that I managed to finish the book yesterday and nearly get halfway through, because I finished at 39% last night. So today I'm going to be focusing on more reading. Thoughts on the Wicked Deep so far. I'm actually kind of intrigued about it because I feel like there's going to be some sort of twist along the way, whether it's to do with this boy that's arrived or the main girl character that we follow. But it is definitely spooky, and I know this book has been getting a few sort of like mixed thoughts and feelings on at the moment. Like quite a few people are giving it like 3 stars or 2.5 stars and that sort of thing. But so far I'm quite enjoying it because I feel like I can feel this atmosphere. Like I feel like there's going to be a twist and I want to know what that twist is, so I'm intrigued, and that's why I'm keeping on reading. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading more of that today. So that's all that's happening today. So I'm going to leave you guys with this, and if anything changes I'll let you know and we'll go from there. Hey guys, so it's day 6 of the Biannual Bibliothon. And I can tell you guys, I actually finished my second book this morning, which was The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw. I read from 39% to about 90% yesterday before my rehearsal, and I was quite exhausted in the evening, so I didn't do any reading. It took me about probably half an hour to actually drop off asleep, but I was too tired to actually physically read. So I finished it off this morning because I was up about 6 o'clock in the morning. I started reading it around 7. And then I finished it. There was literally like a few pages left that I had to read. It was so daft. So I finished it and I actually really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 5 stars because I was quite hooked into the story. I liked the premise of it, and there was one point where I was sort of like unsure about something that happened, but then when things kind of got like revealed and answered, I was just like, but it had me guessing like all the way. Like I knew there'd be some sort of plot twist because I could feel it happening. There was something about the main character that didn't quite feel right, and that's what kept me going. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And if it wasn't for the Biannual Bibliothon, it's not the sort of book that I would pick up. So yeah, that's another interesting aspect as well. So I guess I have to say like massive thank you to the Biannual Bibliothon for letting me pick up that book, because yeah, it was really good and really enjoyable. So my book number 3 choice is going to be Summer at Hope Meadows by Lucy Daniels, which goes towards the challenge of a 5-star predicted read. I'm really looking forward to giving this a read actually, because I love the animal art books, like the children's books, and this is Mandy Hope, but she's an adult, and I'm very excited. So very many nostalgic feels that will come with this book and such excitement. So I'm predicting that I'm going to absolutely love this book, and I cannot wait. And the interesting thing is this book has like just over 400 pages, whereas like the animal art books have like 150-ish pages. So it's like over double the amount, but I'm all very excited all the same, and this will probably be my last read before the end of the Biannual Bibliothon, because I'm working all day tomorrow and then I'll be out in the evening doing the set-in for the show. So yeah, every day from tomorrow is going to be so busy. So today is my last day to relax and get some reading done. So I'm just going to go off and get some lunch now. I'm going to get some lunch, and then after that I'm going to do a bit of reading, and then when my hair properly dries, because I'm letting it dry naturally because it doesn't take long, I'm contemplating re-dyeing it again, because I've got some bleach again, so I'm contemplating getting it all coloured again, ready for work tomorrow. Because you can see my roots here, you can see my roots here, you can see my roots just coming. So I just gonna bleach it and colour it again a bit later, but like slowly throughout the day. So yeah, that's all that I've got planned for today. So it's not really that exciting, but I'm trying to be very laid back on my last day off before I go back to work. Working wise, I've got tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm off Monday and Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, something like that. I know that I'm only working 2 days next week, and that is I think Thursday and Saturday, so that's really nice actually to have some time off, and then I'm back in on Sunday, but I'll week's work from Sunday to Saturday. So yeah, it's nice to have some time off for the show. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting the person who worked out my rota so that I could do the show. I'm thinking of getting them a nice present as a thank you, a box of chocolates or something like that with a thank you card, because it's very muchly appreciated, you know, that they've managed to sort the week out for me. Anyway guys, so I'm gonna jump off now to get some reading done, and well, some lunch and then reading, and then maybe hair dyeing. So it's all exciting, but I'll keep you updated. Hey guys, today is the last day of the Biannual Bibliothon and I'm working, or if I have worked. I've already worked, it's the evening. I'm just unwinding with my alcoholic beverage, which is just a cider. I've had a sleeping pill. I'm so behind on my sleep. I'm feeling so tired. I was tired this morning, I was tired all my shift today, and I'm feeling very tired now. I'm feeling exhausted, like I need a real good night's sleep. But where it's been so hot, I've just been waking up in the early hours of the morning. It's just not good. So we all know I've read 2 books now, and yesterday I managed to read up to page 35 of this book, Summer at Hope Meadows by Lucy Daniels. This is going to be my last book. I'm not going to finish it before midnight because I'm probably going to fall asleep in the next 10 minutes. But I'm just going to let you know that as soon as this little vlog snippet's gone, I'm going to go off and give it a read. So that's all I managed to read yesterday. I procrastinated, but like I said, I did tell you I just wanted to relax because it was my last day off before my shift today, which it was a fairly successful shift back considering I have 2.5 weeks off for mental health. I thought it was quite good. So yeah, I'm just going to go off now. I'm not going to stress myself up too much because from today until next Sunday I'm going to be very busy. Very, very busy. Whether it's with work or whether it's with the show. I'm going to be exhausted because tomorrow is the set build. Sunday we have rehearsal, and both weekend days I'm also at work, so I'll be like going from one to the other. And then Monday to Saturday I'm performing 7:45 to 8, and I've got I think 3 shifts where I'm also working as well. And then I've managed to today swap my Sunday shift with somebody's Saturday shift that works on the alternate weekend. I was like, I will work your Saturday if you work my Sunday, and they were like, yep. I was like, thank you, because I needed that Sunday off. I need that Sunday where I can help everybody at the place, take all of the set down, and then I can relax for the rest of the day. And then I think I've got Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday off, so it's even better. So I want to help everybody. I would feel really bad if I had to go to work, so I'm glad that I've got that sorted. So that's feeling successful. But anyway, that's all happening next week. But I'm going to go off now, get as much reading as I can before I drop off. And yeah, but I feel really, really proud of myself that I managed to complete 2 books for a readathon. I've never ever completed a book before for a readathon. I've normally just started a book and I've read probably 100 pages. But I've never ever finished a book for a readathon before, I don't think, ever. I think maybe there was a readathon when I first started BookTube where I read 1 book and then I got myself in a reading slump. And I think that was during a 24-hour readathon sort of thing. So this is the second time I think I've ever participated in the Biannual Bibliothon, and it's been successful. So maybe next time I can read 3 books. I'm a very slow reader, so be good. I did finish Illuminate. So that's a book I started before the readathon, and that was the audiobook that I finished. So I could technically say that I finished 2 books and I finished off an audiobook, I suppose. It would sound better, I suppose, but I was listening to that whilst, you know, my commutes. So all in all guys, this month has been a very successful reading month, and I'm very, very proud of myself. Normally I target myself to read 5 books a month, and yes, okay, I have been off work, but I've been off work mentally ill. So I've not always been in the mood to read. I read for a couple of hours a day, so all things considered, it's really good. Anyway, enough waffling, I'm going to go off now, and then I will wrap up this readathon for you tomorrow. So I was just editing my wrap up for the Biannual Bibliothon when I realised I didn't even do a wrap up video for it, so I apologise. So I'm just going to quickly wrap up the Biannual Bibliothon for you right now. So first of all, I ended up finishing off Illuminae, which was an audiobook that I was listening to whilst I was commuting to and from places like to rehearsals and stuff. So I finished that off. And then I finished Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, which was the first book that I had started during the readathon, and I ended up giving that book 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. The next book was the group read, which was The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw, and I also ended up giving that book 5 out of 5 stars, which I really enjoyed as well. And then finally I read about 58 pages of Summer at Hope Meadows by Lucy Daniels to end the readathon. So all in all, this has probably been my most successful readathon so far, having completed 2 books, finishing about half of an audiobook, which was really good, and then also starting another book. So it's really good because I don't actually think I have completed a book in a readathon before. So all in all, I feel really proud of myself, especially for completing the group read, so at least I can share my thoughts with other people with that, and also it's getting another couple of books read, which, you know, goes towards my Goodreads score and everything. So that is the end of the Biannual Bibliothon wrap up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please do give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and let me know if you participated in the Biannual Bibliothon. How did you do? How many books did you do? What challenges did you complete? But that's it from me. If you're new to my channel, then please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I have no specific schedule when it comes to uploading, so if you don't want to miss a video, then you can click on the bell notification icon below the video, and that will let you know as soon as I've uploaded a video. But that's it from me. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!